/askreddit. What is a gift that will last a lifetime? As silly as it may sound, and it needs space, a tree. We were given a small lemon tree ages ago, and each year got so many good lemons. A lemon tree lives for about 50 years, so not necessarily a lifetime, but you get the idea. Great gift until some lemon-stealing tree steals all your lemons. Any consumable item like toiletries, candles, etc. if it's given to my mom because she'll never open it. Same. Why do they do this? I get that it's pretty but it's meant to be used. Edit. Sent my mom a message asking her, we're close like that so she wouldn't be offended or anything. I was not prepared for her reasoning. I like to see my gifts and be reminded of my kiddos. If I use it up then I won't think of you as often. That's it. I'll never be as sweet as my mum. Cast iron skillet. How would somebody even get rid of one? It's not possible. You'd look like a cartoon villain no matter what you do. The cast iron skillet I used to make eggs on this morning was my great-grandfather's and I believe he got it sometime in 1920 or so. I'm kinda old, so do the math. A high-quality can opener. I've had the same can opener for something like 25 years and it shows no signs of wear. Honestly, teaching someone financial responsibility. When I was 18, someone gifted me a class. I thought what a terrible gift. I'm nearing 24 now, and never been more grateful to that person. I've had my great-grandfather's dresser since I was born. So I guess that thing has lasted 4 generations now. I have a small music box. I loved to listen to it when I was little and we visited my great-grandmother. She left it for me when she died at like 92 years old. She told me many times she had gotten it from her mother, and couldn't remember a time it hadn't sat on her mother's dresser. I was given the music box when I was about 10 in the early 1980s. I have no idea what it is worth or if it even is worth anything. Herpes. I still think about Natasha 23x a year for 7-10 days at a time for the past 4 years. If they're a reader, a good book. They may only read it once, but the lessons and feelings of the journey will stay with them. If they're not a reader, still a good book is a good choice. Just try to make it one they have a strong inherent interest in from the get-go. I still have The Hobbit, that my grandfather gave me as a child before he got sick and passed away. I will never get rid of it. It reminds me so much of him and our talks. Books are forever. Rereading favorite books is like visiting old friends. Debt-free education. Was lucky to have a single mom that somehow supported me all the way through college. Multiple offers upon graduating. I had the power to walk away from any offer as there was no pressure to repay any loans. It gives you the confidence to play hardball in the interview, which vastly improves your prospects. Love. Especially growing up with it. It really changes the way you see the world and how you treat others. My boyfriend came from a lovely family who care for him, and I, immensely. My family? Talk shit all the time, say rude things, and didn't give me all that much affection. He's confident, aware of emotions and them being valid, and lacks anxiety issues. I'm self-conscious, feel guilty for showing certain emotions, and have bad anxiety issues. Love really does impact people, and it's never too late to show it. This is why I think childbearing should only be done by those who are completely and entirely 120% into it. The people who are blasé about it end up neglecting their kids. Glitter. The herpes of the craft world. One time 5 years ago I packed a gift box and filled it with some glitter. I then wrapped it in gift paper, then in saran wrap, then put it in a bag that I tied closed. Then I had to transport the box in my bags on the plane. No bag broke, everything seemed fine. But for 4 years after, I would occasionally see some pants sparkle as they were in the bag along with the box. I don't have those pants anymore, but I have no doubt that they would still sparkle, after 1,000 washes. Glitter is eternal. A good knife. It doesn't matter what type of knife it is or what its intended purpose is, be it a filleting knife for fishing, a blade on an expensive high-quality multi-tool, a hunting knife, a functional, decorative knife, a high-quality kitchen knife or whatever else. A good, high-quality blade, with proper care and maintenance, will last a lifetime. Absolutely. A good field hunter's knife goes a long way, as does a quality steel cooking knife. Once I got on good steel, I'll never go back to Walmart junk. Today we have so much good quality blades at affordable prices. Teaching someone the basics of cooking. Teaching myself to make eggs was the first step in my culinary adventure that started when I was a kid and is still continuing today. I taught my younger siblings how to cook basics like eggs and pasta, and they've only improved since. My GF couldn't even turn on the stove when we got together, super spoiled kid growing up. So when she finally learned how, the first thing I taught her was scrambled eggs. She makes full, delicious meals now. The first time I made cookies, the batter was so thin they were puddles and came out like crackers. I still have no idea what I did wrong, but I make a mean cookie these days. Even the failures can inspire the desire to learn how to not fail. An organ transplant. A friend of mine gave a kidney to his wife. Years later she cheated on him. She survived because of his kidney being ripped from his body, only to rip his heart out too. A Nokia. Once you can't use it to call anymore, it becomes a great hammer, or doorstop, meat tenderizer, replacement couch foot, one of those things in a garage to keep you from pulling up too far and hitting the wall. Not very practical, but thoughtfully written cards. I have cards from friends, family, and teachers from years ago that I either keep in my top drawer or tape to my room walls because they're so nice. Whenever I'm feeling down, or at any other time tph, I can reread them and think of the good times I've shared with these people I love, some of whom I'll never see again. My best friend of 5 years, now boyfriend, baby daddy, made me a bracelet when we first started dating, and I haven't taken it off since. Every time I see it I remember him excitedly giving it to me and tying it around my wrist. It's hanging by a thread now and I'm gonna cry when it finally gives out. I read lot of posts stating, expensive watch, money or other luxury gift. My say, happy memory lasts forever. Do something special, give surprises, give your time. These are things will last forever. No matter what situation. Goes with teach a man to fish. The gift would probably be experience or teaching someone how to do something that can help them in life. This might not sound as good like the others, but if I were to give something that will last a lifetime, it is a photograph. The one taken from our greatest or happiest memories, then write a message on the back of it. It could be a short message about that memory or what happened back then. For my birthday my aunt always made me a specific cake I liked. One year she was not in the country so I was not expecting one. However, my uncle showed up at my house with the cake which he made himself. Honestly, I actually cried. A couple of years after that he passed away, but that memory will last me a lifetime. High quality kitchen knives. My mother has used the same boning knife for 35 plus years. She bought it when she started her ACF apprenticeship and it's been with her ever since. Part of the handle is melted but it is still a solid knife. Gotta love German steel. Twin Henkels all the way. 4-star line. I have one that I got when I was about to start culinary school, that I did use on a line for years and I have now retired it to home use only for now, but it still is sharp and is in used but perfect condition otherwise. Pro S line. Something they can use. I like giving functional gifts. I try for lessons or subscriptions or homemade stuff. I avoid gift cards when I can. I was gifted a knitting subscription and I can now do lace work, so I keep in that general theme. Any kind of experience, like a book, movie, video game, or some kind of adventure. Though if you meant something more tangible, consider a good watch, pocket knife, missing tools to an existing hobby, a good chef's knife, a cast iron skillet, gold or platinum jewelry, a metal flask or refillable lighter, if appropriate. Most of these things are more a matter of maintenance without becoming a white elephant kinds of thing. If you've got the money, travel. Give someone the gift of travel. I always save up for this because it never feels like a waste to experience new cultures and see new places, and I have the best memories of my time spent there. Or a tree. Plant a tree for someone.